buddy, how you doing? Sorry, did I wake you up? Anyway, remember that game I've been working on for a while? You know the one. Well, I'm at a stage now where it's nearly complete, and I just need you to playtest it for me. You owe me anyway. So, just head on over to your computer and download, and I'll walk you through it from there. Thanks, buddy, you're the best.
Hello, my name is Derek Sharp, and welcome to the Playtester, a 3D first-person puzzle game where the player can phase through walls, type game-altering commands, and manipulate enemies to complete levels. The Playtester is a hub-based game with 10 different levels where the player can learn and try new debugging tools. When the player completes a level, they are returned to their bedroom where they can talk to their developer friend and rate missions. The first tool the player gets is the ability to turn intangible for a few seconds, and can only do so a limited number of times per level. However, when they trigger the ability, they are still affected by gravity, and must carefully use their ability to double and triple jump to avoid falling to their death until they become tangible again. Next, the player will get the power to manipulate enemies. With this power, the player can select an enemy in the room and change the enemy's scale and rotation, as well as make them jump, make them calm or angry, or attack the other enemies within the room. These functionalities all have puzzle-solving capabilities, as nearly every enemy in the game has unique behaviors that the player can exploit if they are triggered the right way. Lastly, the player gets the ability to type commands into the game's console. This can be used to summon objects like platforms to stand on and blocks to trigger pressure plates, as well as spawning or despawning enemies wherever the player wants. This also can only be used a small number of times per level, so players have to use this ability very carefully. Should they run out of commands and find themselves stuck in a level, players can always type a reset command that resets the entire level so the players can try new solutions. Any tools the player gets in a level can be used in all previous levels as well, so whenever a new ability is earned, the player can try it out in previous levels to see how the level changes. The playtester has 4 different enemies the player can interact with. Golems are large, slow-moving brutes that can send the player and other enemies flying across the room with its punch attack. But when the golem itself is attacked, it will curl up into a ball for a few seconds, and the player can then walk on top of the golem to access new areas. Slashers are quicker, player-sized enemies that will seek out their foes and slash them with a sword. These enemies are good for provoking other enemies by attacking them, since they themselves don't have any puzzle-solving capabilities. Detonators are small, meandering creatures that are always passive, but will explode if attacked or if anything gets too close to them. These explosions will kill anything near them, and will destroy certain objects in the room to reveal hidden areas. And lastly, laser spiders are small but aggressive, and will scuttle toward their target and shoot an intense laser beam at them. When they do this, they cannot move as their laser is firing, which allows the player to use them to trigger switches that need to be hit with a laser to be activated. When it comes to gameplay, the Playtester is most similar to the Portal series. The developer character's demeanor is similar to Portal's GLaDOS, and guides the player through levels just like she did. The first-person-oriented, puzzle-solving nature is also identical to that of Portal, and the hub-based design of the game is similar to Portal 2's co-op mode, which had the players always returning to a central hub whenever a level was complete, just like in the Playtester. This game, ambitious as it is, comes with quite a few risks. First and foremost is the scope, and whether or not a team of 4 to 5 full-scale students can complete the project in just 4 months. Another risk is the art style of the game. The hub the player returns to after each level should be as realistic as the team could make it, to simulate an actual person's bedroom, and the levels should be as video gamey as possible without being too distracting. One last risk is the player character's developer friend. This friend is obnoxious and sarcastic on purpose to provide a bit of levity to the game, but could easily become too much for some players to handle. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Derek Sharp, and this has been my presentation of the Playtester.